I had to stop it. Welcome to another episode of Meet the Shoe. Guys, I'm in bed sick, not feeling good.
Guess what? But you was determined to get this out, huh?
Girl, look,
This 5 minute Friday, huh?
we were just talking about Thugger the other day when you said something about the case gonna be dismissed, right?
Right,
And they was in them chambers for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks discussing it. I think he could have probably won the case in a way because they
right,
took so long. But I think he got pressured and he was tired of sitting in jail. And they gave him what he thought is a sweet deal. Like any of us would think is a sweet deal if we're going to fly right and follow the rules of the land. And hmm, probation, 15 years probation. If he don't do anything, he'll be off probation. But he still will have that felony behind closed door. You know what I'm saying? He still had that felony. So, what you think, Danina?
I mean,
About
I'm reading a lot. It's just a
that?
long, lengthy. It's long and lengthy. Hey Jeff, thanks for tuning in. Hey, and look, we weren't even on time, Jeff. Sade's sick, but we was
No,
determined to keep our word up, right?
yeah,
So, Jeff, what do you think? Um, the situation with Doug, should he have taken this deal, because it seems like it's like a setup, like, especially, okay, I say, when you're from a place that's hard to say. I would be like, oh, I'm just gonna up and leave, I'm not never coming back. I asked the judge, can I have a change of venue, as far as like change of
moving,
location.
right,
I would move, right? Because
right,
I feel like everything is stacked against me. In other terms, his kids been home, his kids, baby mom, all that. Everybody, his whole family has been right there in Atlanta
right.
at court every day, right? Also remember, he lost the baby mom. He
Yes,
needs to get home to that kid. Because remember,
yep,
that baby mom got killed right before he went in. She
mm-hmm,
got killed at a bowling alley.
yes. I remember that.
Yeah. So, yep, she got killed at a bowling alley. She had a dispute with somebody, argument at a bowling alley, and she got killed. So he has that kid. So they said that he was pressured because the kids are begging for him to be home.
Be home, right?
And then he goes with Mariah, the scientist, and was begging for
Yeah.
them to release him, right?
Release him. She even sent a letter to the judge. A lot of people sent letters to the judge to
Yeah,
get him released.
yeah,
Letters of recommendation, as they call it. So,
yeah. There was he had stipulations on how he couldn't be around felons. We
right,
know that he's really good friends with Dirk,
right.
and so now he's out and Dirk is in. Isn't that something?
Right. But they
2 weeks
did say he
ago,
can hang with a couple people like Gunna, his brother, his
yeah,
cousin, or something like that. He can hang with them because they are related, they're close, they do music together. So he
right.
can be around people he do music with. But the whole thing is a felon. Who he ain't gonna sit up there and ask everybody who's a
He
felon on
pled guilty to 6 charges.
this charges racketeering, was a gang being a gang leader.
Gang leader. They said he shouldn't have took it.
A lot of people say that.
Seems too sweet
But
of
you
a
have to
deal
be
to me. I
I
think
think they're
they're betting on him slipping up. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
But,
yeah.
but but you know what? When anybody get a lot of probation like that, they know they're gonna slip up. A lot
Mhm,
of people, a large percent of people slip up. You know what I'm saying? Um,
mhm.
but some don't. So maybe him getting into his music, Mariah keeping him out of trouble. I think he'll make it. I think he'll make it. He done got a little wiser, a little older. You know what I'm saying? And he spent
Well,
those 2 years
so
in
he's
prison.
3 years. First of all, he's 3 years behind,
Right.
and then mentally, he's lost a lot. He lost the baby mama, like I said, and then there's other people that he lost that we don't know about.
Right.
Then you just lost Rich Homie Quan.
Right.
Rich Homie Quan was a part of this case.
Yeah.
He was a part of this case too.
Right.
Then you got Woody. You got Woody and Rich Homie Quan. They say that he fell out with them, that their loyalty was questionable.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a lot of things that It's a lot that's going on. Look, I can't even just
I
even
know.
fill that up in this last. And we was only supposed to do 5 minutes, and look, we have 5:03. But
But you know
even
what? I
going
think
on to
yeah,
10 minutes, right?
right.
Um, Even just discussing this, and especially we've been through the same similar type of things. Not as far as murder goes, but just being in the court system.
Right.
I think that um, when you're humbled in that situation, you want anything, you take the best deal that
Yeah.
you think that your attorney says makes sense. So for some reason, this attorney said take this
This
deal versus the
yeah,
first deal.
the first deal was worse, I think. 40 years or something over his head or something. So
Oh, so
he
he had 40 years over his head. He wouldn't have
yeah,
been free
no.
today. Okay.
Right. But you know what I'm saying? In some more time, he would have probably had to do a little bit more time, maybe a year or two, 2 more years or something, from what I was hearing. But
The
you know, he did. He
for
walked
real,
out the door. Look, he
the
walked out the
probation,
door Thursday night. That
right,
and he's happy. He's in his
right.
home.
If the kids and the family, mom and dad is happy. But for real, probation is only as hard as you make it.
Right. Exactly.
And you can't do the same things you was doing before you went in.
No.
If you change how you move, it should work.
Yeah, it will work.
The probation will work. Also, he has an opportunity after 5 years to get it off.
Yeah. You do 2/3 of that. 2/3 of that probation time. It just wipes.
Yeah,
It's dropped. You don't have to do
right,
probation, intensive probation anymore. You probably have to
right.
go in for a while, for years, see his probation and do it.
Uh-oh, your Wi-Fi is cutting out. Well, thank you y'all for tuning in on this Friday night. We appreciate, especially you, Jeff. Hey, hey, Jeff. We'll see y'all. We're having a special time on Monday at 6 p.m. so we can discuss the polls. So